Going on, ladies? This is the Fat Loss Made Simple for Busy Moms training. And so the main thing that I want you to get out of this over the next 3 to 5 minutes, because that's all it's going to take because I get how busy you are, is you don't need to starve, use shakes, pills, or fad diets. Just simple steps that even your toddler could understand, okay? And maybe you all don't have toddlers, but I want to make it as simple as even if a baby followed this, they could do it too. Now, the truth about fad diets and fat loss. So, a lot of moms feel pressured to do extreme diets to lose weight. So, the fitness industry and the diet industry will try to profit on complex plans and use supplements to get you to lose weight. And the truth is, you can't keep relying on those supplements and those complex plans. It just doesn't work around your family. All right, this needs to be much, much simpler for you. That's why I'm putting this video together so that you can actually understand it once and for all. This approach focuses on sustainable habits that work with your busy schedule, not against it. So we got to find your starting point. I'm going to move my head. Step one, super simple. You're just going to track your current eating pattern. So for the next 3 to 5 days, just write down what you ate and how much you ate. And don't change anything yet. Okay, this is going to help you see what's actually going on because you got to start thinking about the little bits and bites that you have from your kids' leftovers or late night snacks and just be honest with yourself. So that's the first thing. The next thing is identifying those patterns. So look for the trends when you try to eat certain foods that might not make sense in the moment. For example, you eat a brownie, there's nothing wrong with that, but not if you're eating it to cope with stress, for example, right? So you got to identify those little patterns because those need to be addressed first and foremost. And then this step is like overall kind of like checking your bank account before making an actual budget. You need to know where you're starting before you can make actual effective changes. So that's the first step. Find your starting point. Second step, you need to calculate your calories. This is what you came here for. So this looks like a crazy calculation. It won't take you more than a minute, I promise you. All you're going to do is take your, pretty much you do 10 times your weight in kilograms. So if you don't know your weight in kilograms, because you only know it in pounds, just take pounds and divide it by 2.2, okay? So that will give you your weight in kilograms. How much you weigh in pounds divided by 2.2. And then you're going to put 10 times your weight in kilograms. You're going to hit plus on your calculator. And then you're going to do 6.25 times your height in centimeters. If you don't know your height in centimeters, literally just go to a centimeters to, inches, five, like, your US imperial or whatever it is. That way you can put your height from feet into centimeters and put that in there. You're going to minus it by 5 and multiply it by your age. And you're going to minus it by 161. So that's the whole equation right there. Super simple. Then once you get that number, you just multiply it by your current activity level. Not much activity is like 2 to 4,000 steps. Active is like 6 to 8,000 steps. And then very active is anything above 9,000 steps. And so this calculation is going to give you your maintenance calories, not the amount of calories that you need to lose weight, but just to maintain your current weight. And then all you're going to do, next step, by the way, here's an example of what I just explained here. Very simple. And you're going to, next step, you're going to create a small calorie deficit. So you're going to take that number that it gave you and multiply it by 0.20. And that's it. Okay, you're not starving yourself. You're just eating a little bit less than your maintenance calories. You need to focus on protein, okay? So I'm going to talk about that next here because if you're just focusing on calories, that's going to give you the energy that you need to lose the weight, but not necessarily maintain muscle mass. You guys want to lose fat, not just, you don't want to lose muscle, right? That's what Weight Watchers does. Weight Watchers just brings your calories down to 800 to 1,000, not necessarily focusing on any grams of protein, just points, and oftentimes you lose a lot of muscle. So this is what you're going to do for protein. Very simple. You're going to take your goal weight and you're going to multiply it by 1. So if you want to weigh 150 pounds, you're going to eat 150 grams of protein. If that sounds like too much for you, two things. One, you've probably never really logged your protein before, and so you're overestimating the amount of protein that actually looks like. It's really not much. Or just start where you're at. Try to start with 100 grams. You'll easily be able to hit that if you're actually putting an effort to this, which I know you will. And then you can start slowly adding in more protein. That way you don't lose muscle mass. And this is important to help stabilize your blood sugar so that you don't have all these cravings at night either. It's also going to keep you more full if you're somebody that likes to eat a lot of food. And this is the last point here. So Make sure that you're focusing on strength training over cardio. Okay, if you don't, then you're going to lose muscle mass, like I said. So 3 days a week, you should be lifting weights for 30 to 40 minutes at home. And then the only reason why you should be doing cardio is to help support your heart health. All right, it does in the short term help you burn a little bit of calories, not as many as you think it would, because you're only spending 30 minutes doing it. So really, you're only going to burn about 50 to 100 calories if you're lucky in 30 minutes. So I'd rather you focus on a step count goal instead. Maybe if you're doing 4 to 6,000, focus on 7 to 8,000. All right, that's what you're going to do instead of focusing on cardio. You're going to focus on steps and lifting weights 3 days a week. That's it. And if you want my Busy Mom workout builder, just shoot me back a message with routine, and I'll send you over my 30-minute Fit Mom workout routine for free. And that is it. So just a quick recap: track your food for at least 3 to 5 days. Eat enough food to fuel your body. So I gave you the calorie calculator. And then cut your calories by about 20%. That way you can be in a calorie deficit. And that is it. This approach is designed to help fit into your busy mom lifestyle. No complicated meal plans, no expensive supplements or hours in the gym are required. And if this was helpful, let me know.